Hey CMA buddies, let's today look at various MCQs based on the topic commercial papers. You may expect one objective type question as far as the commercial papers is concerned. This topic has already been covered and you can check my channel wherein I have covered commercial papers in depth, right? So let's start with the questions right away. The first question is: a commercial paper of the face value of rupees 10 lakh is issued at 9,60,000 for a maturity period of 120 days. The annual financing cost of the commercial paper is, so the formula for computation of interest yield of a commercial paper is basically face value minus selling price divided by selling price into 360 or 365 divided by the number of days of maturity. Now if question categorically specifies 365, you may take so, or you can even take 360. There may be a slight variation in the option that is given, so you may consider that accordingly. In the book, in the question paper, this is a question which was asked in December 2023. There the computation is taken into account. Computation is done based on the 365 days, so we'll calculate it accordingly. So the face value is what? Face value is basically 10 lakhs. Right, so we take face value as 10 lakhs minus the selling price. The selling price is basically issued at a discount, so it is 9,60,000. So that becomes your selling price divided by the base price, that is 9,60,000, the price at which it is issued, into, we will take it as 365 only, divided by the number of days. The maturity period, that is the number of days, which is 120. So if you just compute this, the option that you get is 12.67%, which is very close to option C, that is 12.7. Even if you take 360, the answer that you would be getting will be 12.5%, which is again very closer to 12.7%. So either ways you do, the option that you will get is option number C, right? Let's move on to the next question. A 91-day treasury bill with face value 100 is issued at rupees 98. The annualized yield on the same would be, assume 365 days a year. So question categorically has mentioned 365 days. Please remember, as far as the interest yield computation for T-bill is concerned, it is very much same as that of a commercial paper. So there is no difference between both. So if a question mentions T-bills or a commercial paper, the computation remains the same. So let's just quickly revise the formula. It is nothing but face value minus selling price divided by selling price into, let's take 365 because question categorically tells you that, divided by the number of days of maturity, right? So simply looking at the value and just putting in face value is 100 minus your selling price is 98 divided by selling price, that is 98 again, into 365 divided by number of days of maturity, that is 91 days, because the treasury bill period is 91. So if you just simply compute this, the option that you get will be very closer to 8.18%. Hence my option should be option number B, right? Similar question, let's move on to the next one. The RBI offers 91 days treasury bills. X makes a bid at rupees 98.93. So this is what? This is basically your selling price. Calculate the yield to price at the bid made by X. So 98.93, obviously the face value has to be 100, right? Because generally you would see the face value would be very closer to the selling price that is being given. There cannot be a huge discount. So obviously it cannot be 10,000 or 10,000. It has to be very close to the one to the selling price. So ideally we should take it as 98 as 100. So if you simply subtract 98.93 from 100, that is your face value minus the selling price divided by the selling price again. Here, to be on a safer side, again I take 365 divided by the number of days of maturity, that is 91. So if you just simply calculate it, the value that you will get is 4.3382%. So the correct option should be option A. So if you get any kind of question which is based on commercial paper or T-bills, that's how the calculation works, which is very easy, right? Please remember that it is always issued at a discount and there is no coupon rate as far as a commercial paper is concerned. That is something which I have already discussed in the video, so you can have a look at that. Let's come on to the next MCQ. It says commercial paper is a type of a fixed coupon bond, unsecured short-term debt, equity share capital, or is it a government bond? It's not a fixed coupon bond. It doesn't carry any coupon rate. It's just that it is issued at a discount and there is a component called as interest yield. So as far as the commercial paper goes, there is only a concept of interest yield. There is nothing called as coupon. Coupon is basically the interest that is given over and above the face value. So there is no coupon rate that is given. Basically it is issued at a discount. The difference between the face value and the selling price is basically the amount that is earned by the rather the person who purchases the commercial paper, right? So there is no fixed coupon bond. Yes, it is an unsecured short-term debt. That's the correct answer. So option B is the correct answer. There is no security that is given on a commercial paper. It's not an equity share capital or it is a government bond, right? So it's basically an unsecured short-term debt. Okay. Moving on, commercial paper are generally issued at a price equal to face value, more than face value, less than face value, or equal to redemption value. It is generally issued less than face value. So fifth, the option should be option number C, right? So it is issued at less than the face value. So the difference that is there. So for example, if it is a 100 rupees face value commercial paper, if it is issued at 98, so the purchaser will purchase it at 98, but it will be redeemed at 100. So the 2 rupees difference that is there, that is basically the earning for the person who purchases the commercial paper, right? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Which of the following is not applicable to the commercial paper? Face value, issue price, coupon rate, none of the above. The correct option should be option C. In your book it is given as none of the above. I beg to differ on that because generally commercial paper does not have coupon rate, because the question says which of the following is not applicable. Coupon rate is not applicable on a commercial paper, right? Okay, then we come on to the next question. In India, commercial papers are issued as per the lines issued by Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. No, SEBI has no control over the commercial paper. Reserve Bank of India, yes. RBI is the one who are the authority or the watchdog for issuance of commercial paper. It's not issued by Forward Market Commission. I'm sorry, the option is repeated, but that's how it was given in your book. So I would rather take RBI or Reserve Bank of India. They both are correct answers, B or D, but eventually it's basically RBI. That's the correct answer. I have copied the question as it is in your book. So it's not a typo error rather. Okay, let's move on. From the enumerated list, please select instrument which is not dealt in capital market. So is it commercial paper, is it debenture, is it sweat equity, or none of the above? Debentures and sweat equity are being dealt in the capital market, right? But as far as the commercial paper goes, it is not dealt in a capital market. So it's not a capital market product. The question asks you which is not dealt in capital market. So the correct option is option number A, that is commercial paper, right? Okay, just moving on to the next question. The maturity period usually ranges from 90 days to 360 days, 6 months, 91 days to 360 days, or 90 days. Maturity period usually ranges from, this is for basically commercial paper, or you can even say T-bill. The maturity period usually ranges from 91 days to 360 days, and C is the correct answer. Okay, let's come on to the last question. PQR Limited issued commercial paper and the details are given below. This question has already been discussed in the previous video, but as I was doing questions on commercial paper, I thought I should cover it once again. Highly likely that such kind of questions may be asked, so let's do it once again. The date of issue is 17 January 2023 and the date of maturity is 17th April 2024, right? So that means the number of days is basically 90 days. The interest rate is already given as 11.25%. Face value is 100 and issue price is what? It is 1000 crores, right? Issue size is 1000 crores. You are supposed to calculate the net amount received by the company on issue of a commercial paper, right? So the data that we have, let's jot it down. The date or the period of maturity is how much? Period of maturity that is given to us is basically 90 days. So you take it as 90 days, right? I can see that interest rate is already given. So interest rate that you have is basically 11.25%. You also know there is a face value of 100. So face value becomes rupees 100. And the issue size is 1000 crores. Now when you talk about the formula for commercial paper or the interest yield that you calculate, basically the yield is equal to what? Yield is equal to face value minus SP, that is selling price, divided by selling price into 360 or 365, either ways you can take, and divided by the number of days of maturities. of maturity, right? Okay, you know the yield is already given as how much? 11.25%, right? So I'll take it as 11.25%, which is equal to face value is already given, which is 100. Selling price is not given to us, so that's something we are supposed to calculate. Divided by selling price into 360 divided by the number of days of maturity is 90, right? So if you just simply cut this, 9 4s are 36. You even can take 365, but for ease of calculation I have taken it as 360. So this is 9 4s are 36. Now you would see that this 11.25% can be written as 0.1125, yes or no? Because if I divide 11.25 divided by 100, I just need to move this 2 decimals to 2 places on my left. So that automatically becomes 0.1125, which is equal to, now this 4 can be multiplied by this. So this becomes 400 minus 4 SP divided by SP. Moving further, I can see that this SP will be transposed here. So 0.1125 SP is equal to 400 minus 4 SP, right? So this 4 SP will go this side. So this minus will become plus. Hence 0.1125 SP plus 4 SP is equal to 400, or rather can say that 4.1125 SP is equal to 400. Hence the value of my SP will be 400 divided by 4.1125. If you just simply calculate, the value of SP will be how much? The value of SP in this case will be 97.26, right? Okay, so the value of SP I get as 97.26. What is the question asking? Question says that calculate the net amount received by the company on issue of commercial paper. 97.26 is not the net amount that is received. That is the selling price of one commercial paper. Now what is the issue size? Issue size is basically 1000 crores, right? Okay. Now simply using mathematics, I know that 97.26 is the selling price for the face value of rupees 100. Yes or no? This 97.26 value that I got is for the face value of rupees 100. But the issue size is how much? 1000 crores. So I need to know the value if the 1000 crores are being raised. So I'll simply multiply it by 1000. I'll explain that once again. 97.26 is the value of the selling price. The selling price is on what amount? On 100, right? But I need to know the value if what is the value, or what is the net amount received if the issue size is 1000. Hence I multiply this by 1000. So simply if I just cross these 2 zeros, what I get is 972.6 crores, or rather I can say it is equal to 973 crores. So that is my correct answer, right? So with this I finished topic on commercial papers. If you have not checked my previous video, please do that. I have explained commercial papers in detail, and these are the type of questions which may be asked as far as the commercial paper goes. Maybe a very small topic, but highly likely that a 2 marks question or maybe even a short notes may be asked on a topic of commercial paper. So please have a look at this. So thank you for joining, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that and do like and comment on the video. Thank you so much.